Hi Dixons, I'm Tara Evans, Trust Assistant Principal. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you haven't done so already, do subscribe to our channel, use the like function and comment below to tell us which episodes have been most useful for you or what you would like to see on the channel next. Research demonstrates that a significant number of students in secondary school who struggle to become proficient readers also display difficulties in reading fluency. But what exactly is reading fluency and why is it important for comprehension? I want to start today's video on reading fluency by taking a look at the Reading House, developed by the Education Endowment Foundation based on Hogan, Bridges, Justice and Kane's work on reading. As you can see, the ultimate goal of reading instruction, reading comprehension, sits at the top of the house. Reading comprehension is achieved through a combination of skilled word reading and language comprehension. Although fluency sits in the word reading part of the house, fluent reading has a direct impact on how well students are able to comprehend what they read. Fluency is often described as the bridge between decoding and comprehension. To demonstrate what I mean, I invite you to read a passage of text from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. This passage simulates what it is like to read at a rate of 60 words per minute. Now you have read the text, consider your answers for these three questions. Where did Alice look first? What did Alice see on the sides of the well? How do you think Alice was feeling? You may have been able to remember the answers for questions 1 and 2, or maybe you forgot the answer to the first question because the answer was in the first part of the text. You likely were too focused on remembering the previous words and sentences in the passage to consider how Alice was feeling to answer question 3. This is why reading fluency matters for comprehension. Students need to read sufficiently quickly to be able to focus on understanding what they have read. Research from McGuinness suggests that reading rates below 90 words correct per minute make it close to impossible for meaning to be processed. But fluency is not only about reading quickly. Reading fluency is made up of 3 key elements: accuracy, automaticity, and prosody. The first element, accuracy, refers to how well a reader can decode written words. This includes being able to accurately decode homographs, words that are spelt the same but have different meanings and sometimes have different pronunciations, like row and row. Selecting the correct pronunciation to reflect meaning demonstrates how fluency acts as a bridge from decoding to comprehension. To demonstrate the impact that reading accuracy has on comprehension, read these sentences to yourself. I'm sure you, as expert readers, selected the correct pronunciation of those homographs when reading those sentences and read them accurately to reflect meaning. Consider how a novice reader may have incorrectly read those homographs and the impact that would have had on their understanding of the sentences. Accurate reading lays the foundation for readers to develop the other two elements of fluency, automaticity and prosody. Automaticity is often what people think of first when they hear the term reading fluency. It is the ability to read words not only accurately, but quickly. Readers need to decode a word accurately multiple times before they are able to read it at a glance. To demonstrate the impact that reading automaticity has on comprehension, read the following words as they appear. I imagine you were able to read the first 3 words automatically. With the last word, your working memory was focused on decoding the word. You probably weren't able to read it at a glance, as you've never seen it before. Developing automaticity is a key part of fluency instruction. This is often built into early reading programs. However, as students move through school and encounter more complex vocabulary in the text they read, it's important that explicit teaching of automaticity continues, as when we can't read automatically, comprehension is sacrificed. The final element of reading fluency is prosody. Prosody is the rhythm and melody used in speech and language. Fluent readers read with prosody aloud, but also in their heads when reading silently. Prosody is made up of phrasing, stress, intonation, and pausing. Phrasing refers to the way fluent readers group words together. It is the difference between the bright star shone in the night sky and the bright star shone in the night sky. In both readings of the sentence, I read the words accurately and automatically. However, in the second reading, I read the bright star and in the night sky as phrases. Disfluent readers tend to read word by word, whereas fluent readers group words together into meaningful phrases. The next element of prosody is stress. Adding stress to different words or phrases affects the meaning of what we read. Take this sentence, for example. I didn't steal her pencil. When we stress different words, the meaning is altered. I didn't steal her pencil suggests that it was someone else who stole it, whereas I didn't steal her pencil suggests that I didn't steal the pencil, but perhaps I stole something else. Another element of prosody is pausing. Where we pause, punctuation or not, affects meaning, and this impacts how well students comprehend what they have read. Take the well-known example, let's eat, Grandma. Pausing after the word eat indicates that Grandma isn't the object of the verb, rather she's the audience of the sentence. Whereas without the pause, let's eat Grandma indicates that Grandma is on tonight's menu. These two ways of reading greatly impacts the sentence's meaning. The final element of prosody is intonation, which is the rise and fall in pitch. We do this when reading aloud, but also in our heads when reading silently. Reading with appropriate intonation demonstrates that students have taken meaning from the text. Reading with prosody involves grouping words together into meaningful phrases, adding stress, and pausing in appropriate places, and using intonation to convey meaning. When we read silently, we still add this prosodic information to help us comprehend the text in front of us. Explicit teaching of prosody develops our students' reading aloud and their silent reading, which supports them to make sense of a text as they read it. So, reading fluency is made up of accuracy, automaticity, and prosody. As we have seen, these 3 elements are important in isolation, but they also work together. If one element isn't secure, reading fluency is difficult to achieve. Students who read with high levels of automaticity and with good prosody tend to be the most proficient readers, whereas lower levels of automaticity and prosody are associated with lower levels of comprehension. Therefore, it is vitally important that we explicitly teach all areas of reading fluency to support students on their journey to comprehension. A number of studies have demonstrated that reading fluency instruction leads to overall improvement in fluency and comprehension for students of all ages. In the next episode, we will discuss what high-quality fluency instruction looks like. Before we end, I must give thanks to Town End Research School. Their work has been a real source of inspiration for this mini-series on fluency. And if you are interested in learning more, I would encourage you to head over to their website, where you can find some insightful blogs and some great resources. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and share. I look forward to seeing you soon.